Hey guys, welcome into Jamie's Drum School. I'm Jamie. Today we're going to be going over a technique called the Moeller. The Moeller technique is a technique where we can get multiple hits out of one swing. So let's begin with warming up with the proper arm and wrist motion. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie The Karate Kid, but in The Karate Kid there was a scene where the instructor told his student to paint the fence, and the lesson there was the strokes. So we had a backstroke with the brush up, and we had a downstroke with the brush down. So I want you to practice taking both arms. Start with the down position with your hands facing the floor. We're going to bend at the wrists, and then we're going to paint that fence. Pretend like you're painting a fence with a full stroke coming up to the top, and then painting with the other side of the brush coming down the fence. So let's just practice that motion, getting that nice and smooth. We don't want to be rough and jagged. We want nice and smooth strokes like we're painting a fence. All right, now we're going to take those strokes to the sticks. So remember your fulcrum point. We're going to use that fulcrum point, grip the stick the proper way. If you don't know what the fulcrum point is, please go back and watch the fulcrum video. So we're going to practice on the hi-hat today, and we're going to pretend like our stick is that brush. And we're going to get that same motion painting the fence over here on our hi-hat. So I'm going to pretend like this is the fence here. I'm going to start my stick perfectly level. It's about 2 or 3 inches off of the hi-hat, and what I'm going to do is backstroke that fence, come up, my fingers are out, and then I'm going to downstroke and squeeze my fingers, letting it bounce off the hi-hat and finishing off where I started at the 3-inch position. So let's just practice getting that stroke. It's kind of like a whipping motion. We're kind of whipping that down and squeezing our fingers to stop the stick from coming back up. So once you got that first stroke down, now we can get the second stroke. So we got the first stroke. The second stroke is just a drop. So we're just going to drop the stick, let it bounce off the hi-hat, and come back to where we started. So all I'm doing is releasing my fingers, letting it bounce, throwing it down just a little bit, and letting it come back up to where we started. All right, once you got that comfortable, we can try both of the hits together. So now we're going to swing and drop. All right, once you're comfortable with that, we can go with our last hit, which all it is a drop as we pull the stick back up for the next hit. So we're starting here at that 3-inch position, and we're dropping the stick as we're pulling up for the whip or the swing. All right, so let's try all 3 of those hits together, nice and slow. All right, now I'm going to speed that up just a little bit. All right, so that is the Moeller technique. Now, a lot of times I'll use half of that Moeller technique when I'm playing one-handed fast 16th notes. So I would just use the swing and the drop, which looks something like this. So you notice I'm not coming way up here. When you get quicker in your notes, it's the same concept, but we're just doing it at a lower motion. All right, so I hope these tips were useful. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.